How are you? This is Darth Vader is your father. I'm your host, James Lott Jr. And I wanted to give my Disney Plus Star Wars World wish list of series because, Book of Boba Fett just ended. And I do that after show. If you haven't heard it, same network, JLJ Media, same platforms you find this show. You just type it, the Book of Boba Fett after show, JLJ Media, it should come up. And me, John Dunphy, and Frank Moran talk all about the series. And we just did an episode last night talking about the series in general. We'll be back next week talking about Boba Fett, the character pre-Boba Fett. So we do that. Now you also know I do The Mandalorian, which I have that after show too here on JLJ Media and Ryan Nielsen talking about The Mandalorian. I will be covering Kenobi, just people are asking when that comes up in May. And all this, I'm going to cover all the series that come out. I didn't do Bad Batch. I did a Bad Batch review on this show. I was super busy. I just couldn't get it going. I had a slate and everything, just couldn't get it going. So there's that. But there's a lot of series in the works. Ahsoka, which I'm very excited about. Andor, which got, now 2-season pickup. And others. So these are some of the ones that I want to see. That you may laugh at some of these, you may cry, but I'm thinking if they're done right, they could be good. You ready to hear them? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what they are. I know you said I'm going to drink my coffee first. And you're probably thinking, oh God, James, what are you going to say? Okay. Now, mind you, I know the books have been largely ignored. There's tons of book series, and things that continue the universe that are just like, they've been kind of decanonized, so to speak, for this Disney Plus. They're kind of starting fresh. Just going by the movies and in this. So Darth Maul series, of course. Everybody wants that. He showed me a few things. I heard a rumor about a Darth Maul, Darth Vader matchup. I'm a Darth Vader fan. If you're watching this, you can see I'm a Darth Vader fan. I would love that. But Darth Maul would be an interesting character to explore. That'd be I think people would actually want to see that. Again, if done right. The same these are done right. Also, I think we need more women led series now, so we're starting to do this. A lot of them are very male driven. I want to see a Princess Leia story, like between the movies. Now it's called Part 6, and before they came back for the last trilogy in Part 7, just like what was her journey from there? And did she meet people along the way? Was she helping other young girls? I mean, I would love to do a Princess Leia drama story with some action adventure in it. And have Luke show up here and there. She was also raising her son, all that kind of stuff, and his Han Solo show up. I wouldn't mind a little story there. I wouldn't mind that actually. But she did appear in Rebels, I believe, like for a little thing there. So she showed up. Everybody laughs at me. I want an Ewok story. It's so funny. On the DC universe, I was saying I wanted a Wonder Twins story. And they did comics on them and stuff. They just announced a movie for HBO Max. So there's a chance I get an Ewoks. I would do it the right. I mean, I have the Ewok series from back in the day. I did a show on that here. I did a show on that from the 80s. But I have a whole, if we kind of rewrote them a little bit, really gave them some meat, give them some good adversaries. It could be actually really good if done well. Again, that you have to think outside the box. A good Star Wars comedy. Wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know what characters they would use, but it could be some obscure characters. I don't know, whatever. But it's like, wouldn't it be funny if it was we had a comedy of the Star Wars universe? I mean, it'd be interesting. Maybe something that would stretch. I don't know if it would work or not, because Star Wars always has comedy in their stuff. But I just wonder what if an out now just like a comedy, half hour or something. What that would be like. And now a Grand Admiral Thrawn series, of course. I have the books and everything. He's shown up in other things, obviously, but let's do a series on that whole world. Why not? Because it seems like that's possible. They don't think they decanonize that again. That's possible, I guess. He's shown up in other things. So I'm thinking that could be a really great series to delve into. Really great series to delve into. Yes, I think it'd be totally done. And of course, I want my Lando series, which I've heard they're supposed to be doing, but I want a Lando series, of course. Of course, we want more Black people, more this. Someone actually said to me, they should do a Mace Windu series. I'm like, I mean, if they do it, you can go any kind of story, do it right. I'd be fine. That's the thing. I'm a writer. I have my own shows here. I write audio dramas. That's the whole thing. It's kind of like anything done correctly or imaginatively can possibly work. Mandalorian, I mean, why would that be all the Star Wars stuff? Who would have guessed that'd be the first choice to do a series? And it worked. To bring us another Yoda-like character, why? I mean, I'm right back in my back, right behind me. It worked. And Boba Fett, which we're still trying to digest. He was a character, had like 4 lines, 6 lines in the movie, and that's it. They brought a Mandalorian, it worked. I mean, it's like I just feel like, I just feel like it's something that they were so smart and they found the right story that you could spin, yarn into gold. So I mean, just there's so many characters in the Star Wars universe. I also watched my friend Maddie. Oh my God. Why am I blanking on his name all of a sudden? He talks about on TikTok. He talks about every single. I'm gonna do this.
Boyfriend, husband.
Okay, it's this. Okay, I'll make sure I get his name correct. I went blank all of a sudden. Oh yes. Okay, it's under.
Okay. Sneaky link. Side boob.
Why is it? I'll tell you his actual. I'm going blank all of a sudden.
Friends with benefits.
Oh my God! Why is that? I'm pressing the button. There we go. Maddie the Archivist. I keep like, but I want to say, because I was mentioning it before, but I want to make sure I say it's Maddie, MATTY _THE _archivist on TikTok. He talks about every single little thing that you wouldn't even imagine that's in Star Wars. People love it. It's so fascinating. It's fascinating. He talks about all these different unknown creatures and ships, and he dives in. He's so good. It's on TikTok. So Maddie the Archivist, Maddie _the _archivist. Go check him out, and that's what I'm saying. You could pick any of those things, make a spinoff, make something good. I mean, they always say it was not on a page, it's on the stage. So you could take a story out of, so you could take a minor character and make them major. Mandalorian was not any kind of character of lore. It wasn't like this huge character you got a spin-off series. They made him big. They built him. I think that's amazing. But more women stuff, or female stuff, please. It's like so male heavy. And of course, people of color. I'm James Lott Jr. This is Darth Vader is Your Father. Thank you all around the world for listening to this podcast or watching us. I appreciate it very much. We love the Star Wars universe, and I'm wearing my Mando thing. I have my Darth Vader cup. I am ready. I am always ready for more Star Wars content. Check us out again. The Mandalorian after show, Boba Fett after show, and this show on JLJ Media. And we'll see you next time.